Hi, how's everyone doing? Thank you for joining me again on this Friday stream where we are going to continue working on the Kanban board. Today, the task is to incorporate projects. Right now we managed to finish with authentication, and also we made sure that only the logged in user can see the appropriate groups and appropriate tasks. Passion Corners, hey man, how you doing? Thank you for being here. So nice to have you here. How you doing? How are you getting ready for the weekend? So yeah, I have a couple of ideas that I want to discuss with you guys, and I'm leaning towards one particular idea, but we'll talk about this. I'm gonna put it up to vote because honestly, I might think it's a good idea, but if you guys not concur, well, we can have a discussion, and then I can do whatever I want. No, I'm just kidding. So, well, let's see, how do we do this? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna hide this real quick, and then. Oh hi, that's so nice for you to say. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I really do. Let's see. So projects. So right now, what we have is we have a user. Oh, wait. So we have a user, and that user has groups, and this group can have various tasks, right? So that way, I think last week we also implemented the policies so that this is locked to only the user that has permissions to see it. That's a horrible drawing. So that's a lock right there. So we have policies. That means that not only we are restricting only the tasks for the currently logged in user, but we also implemented policies so that even if you try to access like a board and try to see the groups from another user, that's just not going to work. Now we need to introduce projects. And is that an S? Wow, can't even write. So, oh, that's not even looking. So, projects. How do we introduce projects into the Kaban board? Sorry. Do you use Filament? Mohamed, hi, how you doing? I'm not using Filament right now. This is a Kanban project or a Kanban board made primarily with Livewire, and Alpine.js. I needed a bit more flexibility when it comes to the UI. So I had the freedom of creating my very specific UI, especially with the columns that have sorting and sorting groups, etc. So it needed a bit of Tailwind CSS tricks to make that work. So no, we're not using Filament. So this is what I thought. Let me know what you guys think. So I think the concept of project is not an ownership entity, but an organizational entity. So we still have the user at the top, and that user has ownership of the group, right? And then that group can have various tasks assigned to it. And what I thought about projects is that maybe we have project A and project B. And the tasks themselves will be the ones that belong to each project. For example, these two tasks belong to project B, and to project A, we only assign the third task. This would allow me to still restrict the content of the page, and only the authorization is not lost. But that means that I do have a limitation where the groups are project independent. So I would have to define my groups, my columns, and all of my tasks will have to follow that organization. So that's not dependent on project. And I do think that's a good thing. And I think that's a good thing because limitations are good. That means that throughout all of my tasks will have to follow the same organizational structure. So I have to be deliberate about what kind of columns I want to use. And then when I create a task, I can even have tasks that are not assigned to project but still fall within a group. So I can have a category for tasks that are unassigned. I can have a category for all products. And then when I want to filter down, I can just use the group for each individual task. And that's basically my idea. That's the one that I like the most. So projects A and B will be just an organization entity, meaning that I can create projects, and when I create a task, I can choose to assign that task to a specific project, leave it unassigned, or yeah, basically that. The other option that we could use, and this one I don't like too much, is having the user and then having the group and basically the project also assigned to a group. So the group will belong to a project and to a user, and those will have tasks. That would make it so that whenever I create a group, I have to give it a project. That seems cumbersome. It will kind of get in the way of how you create all of the columns, which I think is very fluent right now. You just start typing, create 1, 2, 3 groups, and you can sort between those. And that'll be a problem with sorting as well, because now the groups will have to be sorted across projects, which adds a bit more complexity. So I don't think this is a good approach. The other one would be to put the project right between here, between the group and the user. But again, that when it comes to relationships, I will have to add another layer of relationship between the user and the project, and then the group, and then the tasks. I don't see that being a good idea. So I think we are going to just add the projects as an organizational entity that we can use to organize our tasks. Project A, project B, right? Okay, now that I distracted you and I bored you enough with all of this, let's get to work. All right, let's bring back the screen here. I'm gonna share. All right. Let me close a few things, I think. Yeah, that's gone. And this is gone. No, I don't want to save. Please go away. Thank you. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tackle the test cases first. Making those, hi Hamad, how you doing? So glad to see you here. Making those tests pass is going to require us to probably change a few things, because the way that I'm envisioning this is the project name will be up here instead of all tasks. It's gonna read something like project A, project B, all projects, unassigned, something like that. And then the project names themselves are going to be in the sidebar. So I can select, I can have projects here, and I can see how many tasks that project has, how many cards, with this little number here, this pill. What's it called? A badge. Sorry, a badge. So yeah, we're gonna have to modify the sidebar so that we can list all of our projects. We're gonna have to have a button somewhere to create a new project, which I think should be around here, right below the logged in user. How would that look on mobile though? Well, I think it'll be okay as long as you don't name your project something too long, and even so I could probably truncate that string, the project name. The button would be aligned to the right here. So UI wise, I think it makes sense. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and just work on the test cases. I think a good place for this to be placed in is on the group test, because if I'm not mistaken, I have this show all tasks from a group. So I can add another test here to show all tasks from a group and a project. I can also make sure that if I filter down, I can try different filters, tasks that are not assigned to a project. Can I see all of those and not see the ones that do have projects? Can I only see the list of tasks for one specific project and not the others? So yeah, let's start creating. I don't need this line here, and I don't need this line here. I'm pretty sure something, I have the feeling that because I haven't been here for a while, some tests are broken. But if I start doing that, that could be a very long rabbit hole. Let me just verify. Did you close? There. Let me just run this file. See how many errors do we have. I'm probably, depending on how easy they are, I'm probably not going to fix all of them right now and just focus on the task at hand. And then for next week, I can spend some time cleaning up the tests. For now, let's just run this file. 4 failed. What do we have? It shows tasks in order. Call to a member function groups on null. Okay, again, the sortable query. But that is probably, I think that's easy to fix. Just give me a second. So that'll be in each show tasks in order. That's probably because I'm not assigning the user to the factory, I guess. Shows task in order. I create a group, create 3 tasks for that group. Yeah, that's a problem. There is no user here. Let me grab the user from this line up here. Yoink. Paste it here. And then I can use group 4 here. For user. And I also need to log in as that user. Okay, that one's fixed. Let me see the others. Can move task to same problem, not passing the user. Same problem with the next one. Yes, let's fix all of those right away. They all have the same problem, that I'm not providing a user when creating the group. So let's fix that right away. Doing this. Then log in as that user. What did I do? Come on, dude. Get it together. Why, what is this mess down here? What happened? Jesus. Okay, that should fix that one. Let's do the same for the rest. Let me see if they look exactly the same. Group bar does. So I can probably just copy this entire thing here. Yoink. And then view, paste. Wait, forgot the acting as here. and here as well. One more time. Okay, that should do it. Let's test the file again. What now? Dependency you're talking about. Wait, what? What is this? I don't know what this problem is. I don't remember. Doesn't seem to be related to authentication. And it's the same for all of them. So I think it's something related with sorting, I guess. Parameter 2 require target group ID in app Livewire Kanban group. I'm gonna take 5 minutes, and if I can't figure it out, I'll move on. Talking about this one. Wait. Am I still supposed to have 2 groups here? I think I do. Let me back it up a little bit. Jeez, I don't even remember what I did. Let me see. I have an easy way to see what changed here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this offline because I don't know why it's complaining about the second parameter. Not gonna look into it too much right now. I know it works. I'll figure it out later. I'm not gonna let this delay me anymore. Okay. Let's grab this one. Let's see. We can have a user. Don't care about the stranger. And then have a group for that user. Create a few tasks. This task would be to filter by project. So all of this, maybe have 2 tasks belong to one project, then the third one without one. And then assert that I can see the first 2 based on a project. Where am I going to filter by project? Maybe it could be a parameter to the component. Like passing the group, if we pass a prop into the group component, let's say the project ID, and we should only see the task for that project. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. All right, let's grab all of this and we will remove whatever we don't need. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. Filters, tasks by project. So we have a user, we have one group, we have 3 tasks. Now here I'm going to we need a project. So let's say project equals to, we're going to have a model called project factory create. So task 1 and 2, we're going to manually assign. Oh, wait. So if the tasks belong to a project, we could just split this up. Say we remove this here for group and for project. And then we can create another task. That is going to be for the same group, but we are not going to give it any project. By the way, is the size okay? The screen? I didn't check if I was on. I am zoomed in, but I don't remember if it's a correct zoom. So if it's too small, let me know. I'll zoom it in a bit more. Okay, so we have 2 tasks assigned to a project. We have a third task that it does not have a project. And then here I'm going to pass a project ID, which is going to be the same as project get key. So the test would be that I can only see, assert C task 1 and 2. And let's tag in assert don't see text task 3, just to be extra precise. Create a group, create a project, create 3 tasks, 2 on a project, 1 doesn't have one. Logging as a user, test the component, group component, passing the group and the project. This should be project, not project ID. And then make sure that we can see the 2 tasks assigned to that project and we don't see the one that does not have a project. Before I even start, let me just make sure that this project model is imported. Just so I don't have to worry about it later. Okay, let's run that. Obviously, we don't have a project model, so let's create a new one. PHP artisan make model project MF for migration and factory. If we can type correctly, all right. So we have the class. Let's see if that error changes now. All right, the class not found. What? You did create one, didn't you? Database, factories. Really? That was weird. I could have sworn. Oh, I deleted the F. Okay. Okay. Model already exists. Let's do that again. I think if I just delete the model class, app models project, bye-bye. And let's get rid of the migration too. All right. One more time, this time. Now we have the model, factory, and migration. Cool. Call to undefined method, app models task project. Can you guess what that problem is? I bet you do. Yes, that's right. We are missing a relationship. Let's go to the task model. This would be project belongs to, and then return. Ooh, what's going on there? Return this belongs to project class. All right, general error one, table tasks has no column named project ID. Self-explanatory. We need to go to the migration and add the foreign key. So the migration is create projects. No, wait. We need to go to the task migration. Just like we have a group foreign key, now we need another one. So table foreign key, foreign ID 4 project from app models class. Now this one is going to be nullable. Again, we could have tasks that do not belong to any project. So we need to make sure that this is nullable. All right, run it again. Okay, we have come to the fun part. We are showing the first two tasks, but we are not hiding the third one. So this is where we need to actually filter the tasks. First idea that comes to mind is to create a, what's it called? A scope in the task model. So then after that, we need to make sure that we add the parameter to the, what was it, the group component to receive a project. And then when we are invoking the query to get all of the tasks, we scope that down by project. So yeah, let's do that. Let's start by the model. So let's go to task. We have a group project, get sortable query. Didn't we have a scope to get everything in order? Is it in sortable? Yeah, scope in order. I'm gonna do something similar, but scope. How do we call this? For project. That sounds good, right? For project. Let's try it out. Let me yoink this from here. Let's go back to the task model, and right after the group relationship, paste this here. We can, if I'm not mistaken, we can receive a project. Can I type in here? I guess we'll figure it out. I think I can just pass in the project, or I'll just pass in the entire project into this scope. And here I can just, instead of sorting, let's do where. No. Or do we? Let me check something. I have the thought that we can just use the relationship for scoping it down, but I'm not sure. I mean, the easiest way would be to say where project ID project get key. And I think that's a good enough approach for now. I'm not gonna get too complicated. We're just trying to make the test pass. We can always refactor later. So let's leave it like this. We don't even need the project model here. You could just pass the project ID. In fact, let's do that. Okay, we have a scope. Now let's go to the group Livewire component, which is in Livewire Kanban group. Is that the one we're testing? Oh, I already forgot. Group component, yes. There you go, group component. So Kanban group. And where are we getting all of the, here. Okay, so first things first, we need the prop. So up here, let's add a public, probably null, project. Let's do this in the mount as well. We have an optional parameter in the mount. And then this project equals project. If it's null, it's null. If it's not, it's not. Then we have to check before making the query. So let's go to here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say tasks query equals this group in order. That one I know for sure I have to do. Then, is it me or that's not? Are you seeing this? Why is there an extra space there? I hate this. One, two, three, four. This one, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Why are you like this? There. So we have the query. Now we just need to check for the existence of a project ID. So if this project task query equals task query for project, and then this project get key. And then when we return, we just use the task query get. I'm hoping it's this easy, but you know how it goes. Did I save everything? Looks like I did. Let's run the test again, see how it goes. Method group does not exist. Where am I using that? Livewire, Kanban group does not exist. Wait. Was it this group tasks? Oh, it's just a property. Wait. Okay, back it up. That's what happens when you copy things and you don't remember what you copy exactly how it was. This group tasks in order. Jesus Christ. Like so. Missed this one. There. Run that again. argument one in query must be of type app models builder. That's not the case. Did I not import the builder in the model? That's problem. Back in task. Yeah, I need to import this. Illuminate database eloquent builder, I think. Woohoo! All right. That was relatively easy compared to other times. All right, so we have filter by projects. So now we are able to only see the tasks that belong to a project by passing an optional parameter into the group component, Livewire component. So what's next? We should be able to see the project that we are filtering by in the page. That probably warrants another file. So this is going to take some time. Let me just analyze. Let's try just the simplest thing, because that's the only thing we have time for. So let's see if we can create one more test file for the project, only so that we can test that when we are, how are we going to pass the project into this? The header is not a component. Query string seems complicated. We don't have a global scope or a global repository for the project. Let me see how this is laid out in the view. So resources, views. Let's go to dashboard. So this here, for example, this is going to be a list of projects. Which tells me that we probably should turn the sidebar into a Livewire component. The header is already a Livewire component though. But how does the header knows which, well, see here we're going to have to use, there's a good example of how this could work. If we go to, I think it's the header. Let's go to the header component. Let's see if I can find it. Kanban header. Okay, the view then. So the view has a drop down. See this piece of code here? This is just Alpine. When we're going to use Alpine, we're going to use a combination of Alpine and Livewire, because see how this line of code here, Alpine is waiting for a profile updated method, sorry, a profile updated event, so that it can automatically change the name of the logged in user. That means that if I, for example, go to the profile page and change my name, it will reflect automatically in the name that is shown. Oh, looks like I broke something. In the name that is shown here. Is this something? Yes, it was. So if I go to profile and change my name here, in the profile, the profile page, which is a Livewire component or a Vault page, is going to emit an event saying the profile was changed. And therefore, using Alpine, we are going to react to that and set the name to whatever name was changed. So we probably are going to need a Livewire component that is going to react to an event emitted by the sidebar, which is the one we are going to click into to select the project. That project ID will be transmitted in the event payload, and so the header component is going to receive that project ID and pass it down, not pass it down, but just use it to display the project name. The same way, the group component is going to react to the same event, but only to pass the project ID down into, that'll be the board, that'll be passed down to the group, and the group will be the group is going to use that to filter the tasks. That's a lot of work. But it sounds easy. That's the good thing. So I guess we should not start just yet, because I do want to cover all of that process in one go. Create the test, and the test is going to force me to change some of the UI components into Livewire, specifically the sidebar, and that will lead into the next test, which is showing the list of projects or displaying the list of projects and make sure that those are shown. That'll be in the sidebar, and then making sure that we're probably going to have to simulate a click, maybe? No, not a click, just simulate an event. We can do that in tests. In the test, we can simulate someone emitting an event and passing the payload, and that will reflect the component itself. So yeah, let's leave it here. At least we know that we can filter tasks by project. And in next week, we are going to, hi Dajit, how you doing, man? Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. So you're catching up, you're catching the tail end of the stream. So yeah, next week we are going to make a lot of changes in the UI. We're going to turn the sidebar into a Livewire component that is going to show the list of projects. We are going to make sure that when you click on one, that is going to emit an event with the project ID as the payload, and two other components are going to receive that payload and react appropriately. The header is going to display the appropriate project name, and the group component or the board component is going to pass the project ID down to its children so that they can filter down the tasks shown on screen, which we already tested today. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for being here. If you found any of this helpful, don't forget to click the like button. Always helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Live streams on Wednesday are paused for the time being. So as I have a video that I'm working on, maybe I'll post it on next Wednesday so that we have something to watch. But for now, Wednesday live streams are on pause. But we keep working on Fridays. So see you next week.